Hey everyone, it's Ivan, KitBadger.com, here to bring you another gear review, and today I'm talking about these guys right here, Ripstays, which I'll show you right now. Let's start with what are Ripstays. Basically, it is a quick detach method someone came up with for anytime you're attaching some sort of removable pouch to like PALS webbing, MOLLE system, stuff along those lines. And what it allows is for you to rapidly detach any pouch, whether it's a magazine shingle, anything like that, whether you need to rapidly remove it because you need to replace it with something else, or kind of the one instance I think they're actually really valuable is if you want to put them on some sort of kit that you need to remove from something else. So by way of example, I have this pack frame here by Attack Pack, and on the back, bunch of PALS webbing, and on that I have this general purpose pouch. General purpose pouch regularly would be on here like done, you're not getting the thing off, but by using the Ripstays I can put it on here in a way that I can rapidly remove this pouch if, for example, maybe I want to fill this with medical supplies or something like that. I need to get it off and get it to someone else, or just get it off of here so that I can put it in to an environment like on top of a patient, next to a patient, to where it's easier to work out of. How do they work? Well, by way of example, again, I have this GP pouch, general purpose, by Whiskey 24, and I have two sets of Ripstays. The Ripstays are set up in a way that they basically cover 3 different rows of PALS webbing vertically, and they're about 5 inches long, which you'll see in a second. But in order to remove this, I'll grab the lanyards and I'll just pull straight up. These come out, at which point the pouch comes off, and I can take this, do whatever I want with it. As you can see, that's how quick things come off with it. Right here, this is essentially what you get when you get the kit, although it actually comes with 3 of these pieces, and you're just using them to weave down through the PALS webbing between whatever the surface is, like say a pack frame or maybe a plate carrier, and you weave them through that in addition to whatever pouch or panel that you want on there. And then once it's on there, it's secure. The geometry and everything basically keeps it in there, keeps it rigid. They're not hard to pull out, you just need to rip these things out to get them out. But at the same time, once they're on there, the pouch is secure, it's not gonna pull off on you. So how do I like them overall? Where I think these do a good job is just that, like what they're designed for, to rapidly remove something from something else. So whether it's a plate carrier or a pack frame, rip these things out, pull the pouch straight off. Now you have your pouch free. You can do whatever you need to do with it. Or if you need to remove it because you want to change something out. So they do a really good job with removing things. These are not fun to weave through. Trying to weave these guys through here, through not only this, but through the PALS webbing on whether it's a pack frame or pretty much anything else. In my experience, these things are kind of a monster to put on there. So this isn't something I would use to secure pouches that I'm going to take on and off. Like for me personally, if I was going to use these in a way that made sense, it would be for something like a med kit that is going to come off, and I don't care how long it takes to put back on, because the emphasis is how quick I can detach this pouch because it has some life-saving materials in it, and I need to get that to someone. That's where I think these actually shine. Having said that, are there other options? There are. These days, there's a lot of different pouches, whether it's med kits or other things, that you can get that are made for that. They pull out, tear off, whatever it is. Maybe they come over and there's a buckle, you undo the buckle, Velcro back, rip this thing off, stuff along those lines. But with that being said, a lot of those options are usually smaller. So if you have something that's larger and maybe you can't find a pouch offering that's gonna work like that, i.e. you have a bigger med kit, or for whatever you have in here, whatever life-saving device you might have that you need immediate access to, it's bigger than like a standard first aid kit, which most of those tear off pouches are made relatively small. They're usually individual first aid kits. So if you have something like that, which is gonna have more rows of Pals webbing back here, then something like Ripstays I think actually makes more sense versus something smaller. These original ones I received for testing are made out of Kydex. Honestly, not the best material for this. Flexing, all that stuff, eventually it'll break. The ones for sale though, made out of a better, much more durable material that'll take all that stress, handle it way better, UV protected, all that stuff. But if you want to pick some up, they come in sets with actually 3 of these stays. The way I had it set up, I was only using 2 on each of these, but I think they're pretty good for what they are. If you have a pouch that does not allow you to rapidly remove it and you want the ability to rapidly remove it, these will absolutely solve that problem for you. You can pick them up, a set of 3 of them. When I say 3, I mean one of these guys with 3 stays coming down. They're about 27 bucks. There's a link down below where you can go to. Again, right now they're for sale through pre-order. And yeah, if you have a need for them and these are a solution, pick some up and see how they do for you. And as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.